Hello guys and welcome to another video. Okay, we are going for the second video painting the Lord Executioner, and what I'm going to do here is keeping working on the lights. Okay, putting a lot of attention on the OSL and trying to get the first layers of this light on all the back of the Executioner and a little bit more on all the reflection all around the gallows and the ropes. So for start, what I'm going to do is keep working on the ghost faces all around the executioner, and for it I'm going to go directly for a scurvy green layer. Okay, the first layer was with scurvy green and dark sea blue, and in this case I think we can go directly for the scurvy because it's one level more lighter, and I think it will work perfectly for the first layers. Oh no, not for the ghost. Sorry, see, for the first light of the OSL. Okay, what I'm trying to do here is working parallel with the same colors that I have been working on the ghost. So where you have to put more attention on this step is just to mark very good. Or more than very good, very concrete, where the light is going to reflect. Okay, so you have to take a look to your lighting fountain, in this case the ghost faces, and just paint everything that is around them. Okay, all under the robes are very close to the smoke of the axe, so I'm going to put light over there. All the gallows also, it has the reflect of the light, so I'm going to keep putting light there. Okay, just following the same, just looking where everything that is close from the ghost, and all over there I'm just putting this layer of the scurvy green. Sometimes if the base is really dark, you don't need to make a mix with a more clear color. Just putting a second layer of the same color one over the other, you will get one level more of light. Okay, so I'm going to explain you now a little bit also, because a lot of people ask me for them. The green colors I use for my Jade greens, and well, you have all the colors here on the side, and the base is the Scurvy green from Vallejo Game Color. Well, all of them are from Vallejo Game Color. Okay, the base is the Scurvy green, the medium is the Jade green, and the lights are the fall green. Okay, what I'm just doing is mixing them between one each other. Okay, until I get all the transition I want. The base, what I use also for these colors, I also find that the dark sea blue works really good because it got a little bit of blue pigment. And also my last discover for these greens was the Verdin. Okay, that is also I think from Vallejo en Color. I think I show it here. And also this as final light works really good. So or you want to try to paint this same in some of your miniatures, these are exactly the colors that I use. There are nothing else. And now what I'm going to do, okay, all over this video is going to be just working with Jade green and Scurvy green. The 10% I'm not going to write them because now it works more on, it's a little bit randomly. Okay, I'm going to practice it. Most of the mix that you are going to see in all the rest of the video, it's about a 50% Scurvy and 50% Jade green. Sometimes it will be maybe a 60-40, but it's going to be all around that. And now I'm going to try how is this mix. Okay, and now in this case I think it was going with a lot of Jade green, and you will see that the light is so strong, and I think we can go one level down to try to make that light a little bit more smooth. As you can see, what the most important point now on this step is going to be the middle of the faces, and then what I'm going to do is try to draw some lines coming to the face or going from the face, okay, to create that kind of effect that the light is coming from the faces. And also not forgiving all the smoke, because I also want that create some kind of effect on that smoke, and the lines are going to help me on the both of the side, on the faces and on the smoke. And also in some of the areas like here, as you can see, I'm going to keep painting the top of the smoke to keep a relation with the light that is going to come on the node OSL areas of the executioner. and just keeping working on the same, putting the attention, as you can see, all in the skulls on the middle side of the of that strings of smoke, because if you get that let this on just on the dark base, it's going to be a little bit confused. At the end of the strings also, as you can see, I'm putting that little point of light as I done on the last video, and it's just that one time you got market, one time um, one time you have clear your idea, one time you have done a good sketch, then the other steps is very not easy. I don't find the word. It's very. I will look for it. It's comfortable. It's comfortable to work because you can see that the idea is coming on. As you can see here, all the faces start to get that kind of inside light, and it's just going to work over and over, following the same mind as you have seen on the last video and on the Yeller Pox mutant. Is just work the light, try to be smooth on the level of detail or time that you want to spend on the miniature, and just work over and over, keeping more light, putting more light, playing with the colors, trying to make clean transitions. And well, it depends. In this case, I want to work this miniature a little bit more cleaner. Okay, this is why I'm not going to use washes or any kind of effect. Maybe on the stick of the gallows I use some kind of wash, because it helps a lot to draw all the lines, but most of it is going to be just working from dark to light color, and you will see that you don't need to make super mega clean transitions to make that the miniature look smooth. Sometimes if you see some brush strokes, it doesn't have it doesn't need a problem anyway, so it's just all the miniature at the end how it's going to come. And well, for get a very good result, one of the most important steps is make a good sketch, and then over that sketch you can work. Okay, yes, here you can see the color has gone well, the tone has gone very high. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of water on my brush, dry the brush, and now I will use my brush like it was my finger, just to diffuse or try to clean that light. Okay, in this case I think it's not going to work because the paint is already dried all around the dot. So what I'm going to do is paint another time over it, and that's it. Now, on the downside of the miniature, in all of the smoke of the axe, okay, because I didn't have a clear idea of what I'm going to do of the axe. Maybe one time I got all the rest of the miniature painting, I will try to find something that fit on the color SM. Okay, maybe I try to paint a spectral weapon, like all in a very light blue or something like this. But because I really don't know, I'm just going to focus on the smoke. Okay, and well, in this case, as you can see, the paint is very thin, but very thin. Okay, it have a lot of water. It will help me to make the transitions more cleaner. Maybe you need to put one or two more layers. It will take a little bit more of time, but at the end you will find that it works much better than try to fix the transition between two very strong layers. And if you have a hair dryer, you are going to take the same time as if you are painting with a more regular layer of paint or more solid. Okay, I'm going to put light all over the edge of the axe, because I know that all this side, as you can see, all the line here, what I have drawn, is it's going to have light, because it's getting the light that comes from the smoke. So it also remains on you. If you want to put light on one side, you have to know that on the other side, if you are playing on a miniature with a lot of reflects, you are going to have light also. Okay, here I get it a little bit more dirty all down here. It's okay, because the miniature is not the miniature, the painting is very thin, so when it dries the layer is going to be very thin, and it will give me a lot of room or movement to keep working on it and clean the transition on the points that I want. On the back of the smoke, the same. It's important that your clear area is going to be the most close of the axe, in both of the sides, of course, have to be the same. So now what I'm going to do is, with the same mix that I have been working now on the face of the ghost and on the smoke, is what I'm going to use on all the executioner ropes, to create the first layers of the lighting that is reflecting there. What I'm going to do, as I think is going to work better to show you what I'm painting on, is going to take out the ghost, so now you can see perfectly where I'm putting the lights. Okay, and it will be also more helpful for me to get it on the camera. And what I'm going to look now is to look for all the areas, all the places that are facing the ghost, and all of this is where is what it going to have all the light and all the color. Okay, and as I told you, the brush strokes, always try to make it directly to the light. Okay, um, uh, thanks that all the remains of painting in the brush are going to stay on the light area, and you are not going to leave them on the shadow. If the light is coming over there, okay, all that areas that are facing, that are in front of this light, is what I'm going to paint, because I think there are the important ones, and I think there is well, there are the true one that they have the light. So if you want to get a nice OSL effect, this is what the most important thing is, that is where you have to put more attention. What are the true areas that are getting that light, and work very strong the contrast between them. And now we are going to keep working on the back of the executioner, okay, and just keeping on mind the same, the brush strokes directly to the light, and just looking for the areas that are facing the ghost. So in this case, all this area is going to have the first layer, and as I told you, as you can see, the brush strokes going to where the lights come from. And just a second layer to make sure that the transition is what I want, and then I will start working on the next video. I think I will go just for Jade Green or for something more clear. And now here what I'm doing is just cleaning all this area, okay, with the brush with a little bit of water, and then dry it on paper. So this, if it reminds some kind of paint, you are just going cleaning them and making it more smooth. And you can see now we have to start getting some contrast. And now here on the upper side of the bike, I think I'm going to put more Scurvy green, because I want to see that light from the front side of the miniature, so I need to put a little bit more, because I think I have going short here. So I'm just going to put it all over here to make sure that when I look the miniature from the front side, I look it, and you can see here a very thin line, but it will works for what I'm looking for. I'm just going to finish to put a little bit more over the head and in the back. Okay, and well, it is more like a sketch now, but I think it's more close to what I was looking for than before. Okay, most of the bag it has also the light, and I think for this video we are going to leave it here. Okay, and on the next one we will keep working on these awesome miniatures. So hope it hope it works and you like the video, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.